The city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, cited tonight's matchup between Pittsburgh Riverhounds and Atlanta United 2 from Highmark Stadium. Matt Peterson with former USL Championship attacker Ricky Lopez-Espin. Ricky, look at the standings in the Atlantic. Pittsburgh tied for first with Tampa Bay.
And you know this is a big game for them. Bob Lilly's side is going to come out really strong. They want to get 3 points at home to keep putting pressure on Tampa and get at the top of the table. So I'm expecting fireworks from this squad tonight.
And in the Central Division, look who's climbing the table. It's Atlanta United 2.
And they've been in great form of recent, so you know they're confident coming into Pittsburgh. And I'm expecting them to keep that form up, to get in the attack. They're young, they're energetic, and they like to get at you. So expect a huge match from this Atlanta United team.
How has Atlanta United 2 been climbing the table? Well, they've scored a lot of goals. 12 goals in its last 3 games.
And everyone is getting in on the fun. You see the interchange here. Passing, moving, scoring goals. The kids are having fun, and the results are there to show. So look for them to keep up the good form. You know they're confident, and they're going to score a lot of goals, get into the attack, and high press. I'm expecting a really big and fun match from this Atlanta team.
A part of the goal scoring has been Tyler Wolf. He's 18. He's a homegrown player for Atlanta United. 6 goals in 636 minutes this year.
He has 4 goals in the last 3 games, but what I love about him is, first, he's so confident in his play, and he's just so opportunistic. He has a tremendous work rate and is such a clean finisher you see here. You know he's going to be hungry to get on that score sheet and expect him to be a focal point in Atlanta United's 2 attack today.
A very different tune for Bob Lilly and Pittsburgh. They went from a 6-game unbeaten run, now suddenly winless in 3, and they haven't scored in their last 2 games. Extra pressure on the shoulders of Russell Cicerone tonight.
And Cicerone, he's smart, he's crafty, he can get around you dribbling, and he likes to combine with the players around him. And he can find that final pass, he can score all types of goals, and the stats speak for himself. Look for him to be an impact player tonight for this Riverhounds attack.
Here's the starting lineup for Bob Lilly. He told us this week he's been trying to give some of his big players rest, but during the 3-game winless run, he hasn't had the opportunity to do that yet.
And you know Coach Lilly's looking at Griffin, Forbes, Cicerone, Dixon, the big-time players that he has on this squad to get involved, to get confidence, to score a lot of goals, and to really get 3 points for his squad because they need it.
And the lineup for Atlanta United 2, it's from head coach Jack Collison. Jackson Conway makes his second start, his first since April. He's been playing regularly for Atlanta United.
And he's going to want to have a big impact tonight. He's had success at the MLS level. Now let's do it at the USL Championship. But I'm really excited to see how Robbie Mertz and McFadden work on this right side. You know McFadden has a lot of stats, likes to get involved, and look for Robbie Mertz to pull the strings.
It's Atlanta United 2 and Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Kickoff from Highmark Stadium is next.
Before you weren't able to walk very far.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. I couldn't even get out of bed sometimes.
How are you walking now?
I'm walking 6 miles a day.
Awesome.
Getting control back is living proof. The AHN Neuroscience Institute.
Dixon still going and scoring!
With the Riverhounds Mini Flex Plan, you get 6 tickets and only pay for 5. Flex plans are 6 vouchers to use any way you want over the 2021 season. Use them all for 1 game or spread them out through the season. With 3 different plans starting at $90, you can choose anywhere in Highmark Stadium to cheer on the Hounds. Visit riverhounds.com/flexbooks or call 412-865-GOAL.
Wow. Wow.
The new $3 million payout from the PA Lottery. With prizes that big, heads will be turning. Keep on scratching.
The Riverhounds kick off September with another midweek matchup at Highmark Stadium. The New York Red Bull 2 are in town Wednesday, September 1st for a special 6 p.m. showdown. It's a Hounds night with special prices on beer, pop, and hot dogs through halftime. Come early and check out our new tailgate zone that's open 2 hours before kickoff through halftime. Visit riverhounds.com or talk to a ticket representative at 412-865-GOAL.
Set to go from Highmark Stadium on this Sunday evening. There's Jack Collison from Watford, England, took over as Atlanta United 2's head coach on June 3rd. Originally joined Atlanta United's academy as a U17 head coach 2 years ago. And there is the referee. John Freeman is the man in the middle. Here we go from Highmark Stadium, the first meeting of the year between these two teams. Great shot of the freight train in the background, and Bob Lilly and Pittsburgh will look to replicate a freight train coming out of the gates here, winless in 3 after a unbeaten run of 6.
You know, it's really important for Dixon to get involved. He's been in such great form as of late. So, you know, Coach Lilly wants him to get on the ball early and often, get his confidence going, and combine with Cicerone, Forbes, who we highlighted in the pregame. It's going to be a really exciting match. They're at home, so look for them to come on out in the front foot and get 3 points.
Deep throwing on that far side of the field. Pittsburgh's never lost to Atlanta United 2. 2 wins and 2 draws in 4 all-time meetings. Aiden McFadden is an outside back, but he gets involved in the goal. 6 goals and 17 starts to the former Notre Dame player.
And he's a big point in this Atlanta United attack. You look for him to get involved. Robbie Mertz is playing in front of him, so look for them to combine. And as an outside back with 6 goals, that's very impressive for a young player.
Penalty. Inside 2 minutes, a rash challenge on the edge of the box. And John Freeman had a good view of it. One of those challenges when you scratch your head and say it was unnecessary.
We're only 2 minutes in, and you should not be giving the ref any reason to be pointing to the spot. We'll take another look at it here. You see just the ball's bouncing around a bit, and unlucky bounce, but if you're McFadden, you cannot be pulling on Cicerone like that. That's a big no-no, especially in the box and so early in this game. This is a big match, and you cannot be giving this Pittsburgh Riverhounds any life of attack, especially to get the scoring open and this early in the match.
Cicerone 2 for 2 from the spot on the year. Exactly what Pittsburgh needed after being scoreless the last 2 games. Cicerone for Pittsburgh. And it's saved! Spectacular to his right. Rocco Rios Novo keeps it scoreless.
And what an impact he's had already in this game. You see Cicerone, he takes a little slip, but at the end, it's such a good save by Rios Novo to keep his team in this game and to keep it 0-0 so early. You know Atlanta's gonna piggyback on that confidence booster.
Corner kick, backside, headed down and headed away. Falls top of the box, low hit, it's blocked. That was a vital block as came off the foot of Canardo Forbes. Shaky start from Atlanta United, but bailed out by their goalkeeper, the 19-year-old from Los Angeles, Rocco Rios Novo.
And that's what you want from your goalkeeper, to be confident, to be that spark for your defense. It's all about security back there, so it's a really good start for him. And as for Cicerone, I'm really interested to see how he reacts to a missed PK. As a forward, you want your confidence. You always are looking for the next one, so look for him to keep going, get the ball again, and just have another crack. It's okay. Another opportunity is going to come. So he has to be confident in his play because he has the quality, so do not let his confidence waver early.
That's a great diagonal ball. Cicerone has scored. That is a way to respond for Russell Cicerone. Stop from the spot, and within a minute, he scores in the run of play.
And what did we just talk about? You can see he's upset he missed the first one, but it's all about this tremendous ball from Alex Dixon, just to spring him out and the composure it takes. You can tell he's a confident player. He missed a PK, but he's not thinking about it, and he just slots it home. What a strike, what a finish, composed finish from Russell Cicerone to put this team up 1-0 early in this first half.
9th goal in the season for Russell Cicerone in his 21st appearance. A 6th assist for Alex Dixon, and you said it. Spectacular ball between the center backs from Dixon right in the path of Cicerone.
And Coach Lilly, when we talked to them, he wanted Dixon to get involved. Cicerone, we talked a lot about them, how much fire, what a ball here, how much fire attacking that this Pittsburgh has. And you see those 2 stars combining for that goal. Well done for Pittsburgh so far.
First time in the attacking half for Atlanta United 2. Good dribbling towards the end line and a goal kick. You saw a shot there, Jack Collison, the head coach of Atlanta 2, sort of hands by his side, really just perplexed by his team's start.
And as a young team, it's really important to keep your composure. You're coming into this beautiful stadium with the fans that are really energetic. This Pittsburgh team thrives off the fans, so they need to be able to settle down. So look for Fortune, Diop, to connect players, relax this team, get their composure in. And that's why you see Coach Collison's a little not happy with the start so far.
Good first touch from Mateus. Here comes Mateus. Darwin Mateus for Atlanta United 2, still dribbling. 5 white shirts back to deal with them. Early ball, rising for the header. It's off the crossbar and headed out for a corner. Machop Chol, the 22-year-old homegrown player, making his 2nd start of the season, nearly levels it for Atlanta United 2.
And Mateus, he starts with a great run. You probably think he's going nowhere, but that's a fantastic ball in, and Chol just gets up and beats his man. Unlucky not to put that in the back of the net, but it's a great header and a great response from this Atlanta United 2 team.
Chol started against Oklahoma City on August 11th. He starts for the 2nd time in a few games. The homegrown player, age 22, from Tucker, Georgia. To the near post! Has he done it? Was it an Olympico? For the moment, not a goal. Seemed to the naked eye like it might have crossed the line.
And what a cheeky corner kick this is to catch Vitello off his line. Is it a goal? Is it not? We'll take another look at it here. But wow, this game, we're 7 minutes in, and it has had everything so far here, Matt.
Darwin Mateus did not leave the corner. He thought it was in. Atlanta United still playing. Here's Mateus! Past the far post. Let's look at this corner kick from Darwin Mateus. Did it cross the line?
And just the audacity to have this. Ooh, it's really close. It's a hard angle, but the audacity, the cheekiness, the cleverness to see Vitello off his line and to put a tremendous ball in. But you know, he thinks it's a goal. And I think Pittsburgh got away with one there. That was a really, really close call.
It's my naked eye, and it's not to be trusted, but I'm with Mateus. I think that's a goal. Just by the goalie's reaction, he has a view from the corner, and so seldom you see an Olympico like that that's low. Normally it's high, it beats the goalie at the far post. To beat him at the near post like that is very difficult.
And that just talks about the player he is, the technique he has to hit that ball on a rope with enough pace to beat a keeper like Vitello like that. And you know Mateus is full of confidence now, and look for him to get at this line, get at this Pittsburgh back line, and to continue his attack.
End-to-end start from both these teams. Here's another chance for Pittsburgh. Cicerone will run it down. Cross from the left, just over Canardo Forbes. Boy, 3 or 4 good chances in the early stages for Pittsburgh.
It's really exciting to watch as a fan, as a neutral. You love to see it. If you're an Atlanta United 2 fan, you want your back line to be a little bit more tight. That's 2 or 3 times this Pittsburgh team has gotten behind you. But if you're Pittsburgh and you're Coach Lilly, this is something you love. You want your players to get in a group. Cicerone, Dixon, Forbes. to get confident, to get on the ball early and often, and keep pushing and putting pressure on this Atlanta United 2 back line.
Nodded back. Handled there by Daniel Vitiello. He's starting his 16th game of the year. Having a good season. His goals against average is under 1. He has 4 shutouts. 25-year-old from New York. I mean, how much more, Ricky Lopez-Espin, can you pack into 9 minutes? We had a penalty save from Rocco Rios Novo. A very well-taken goal from Russell Cicerone off a spectacular feed from Alex Dixon. And then a potential Olympico goal from the corner called no goal. And what may have been a spectacular save from Daniel Vitiello if he did keep it out.
It doesn't get any better than this. It's been end-to-end stuff, attack after attack, and that's something you love to see. But if you're Atlanta United 2 and you're Coach Collison, you want Pinto, Diop, Fortune to get on the ball, to be able to connect passes and kind of calm down this Atlanta United team. They're young. You don't want them to play the occasion, to play the game and kind of get the ball rolling, connect players, get some composure through the team. Because a game like this really favors the Riverhounds that you see. They're so explosive in the attack.
There's Bob Lilly. He lamented the injuries. Heller Dequa still out with a groin injury. Goal kick to Pittsburgh. Jordan Dover, a lower body injury. Josh Gatt with the knee injury, and Jalen Robinson, a starting center back, out with a lower body injury. He said at times this year we haven't been able to have an 18-man game day roster.
And it's tough when you're playing so many games in such little time. It's the most important thing is to keep your players healthy. And you know Coach Dilly wants those guys back, especially Robinson, who's a mainstay in this back line.
See the energy of Jack Collison. 17 caps for Wales, 121 appearances for West Ham in the Premier League and the Championship. Also loan spells with Bournemouth and Wigan. Coached the West Ham United Academy teams before coming over for the Atlanta United Academy, coached the U17s, then took over as head coach of Atlanta United 2 on June 3rd. How do we summarize these first 12 minutes? A goal from Russell Cicerone a minute after he had a penalty save by Rocco Rios Novo. And a very audacious corner kick from Darwin Mateus that may have run over the line. Still alive. And cleared. There's Tommy Williamson in advanced position. With the injuries, they've had different guys in the number 9 position. Williamson gets the start up there today. I'll push in the back and maybe a little kick out after the fact. Some frustration that time from Darwin Mateus.
And you know he's not going to step down from anyone. Small in stature, but he's very spicy, he's a firecracker. And it's a good ball over the top, and this is something you want to see from your number 10. To be confident, not back down, and that trickles down through the team. And it's a well done to win a free kick for his team in a dangerous area. So look for a really important, dangerous dead ball opportunity here from Atlanta.
Okay, there's a lot going on there. There's the push from Wheat, and then he sort of stumbles over him. Doesn't try to get out of the way, and then you have a little slap from Mateus.
You know, both of the teams won 3 points. They do not like each other. So I'm expecting a chippy match tonight.
That's driven to the back post, just over hit that time from Darwin Mateus. The Hounds head out on the road next week, but they're back at Highmark Stadium Wednesday, September 1st at 6 p.m. against Red Bulls 2. You can visit riverhounds.com or call the box office at 412-865-GOAL. And don't forget about the new tailgate zone that opens 2 hours prior to kickoff. Riverhounds.com for tickets. A great backdrop, Highmark Stadium. On this Sunday evening, the finale and the USL Championship. These interdivision matchups are fun.
They really are, and they're really important because when you're playing a team that's not in your conference, if you can get 3 points, it's kind of like, in a way, cheating because you're not taking points away from anyone else, and it's just a...
Hey, it falls here, and there is a goal! That will certainly count for Darwin Mateus. It seemingly came out of nowhere. The Venezuelan with his 5th of the year.
And you can see what it means to this team. They're all over there in the corner, and it's just a ball in from McFadden. You know, Dixon just maybe takes a deflection, maybe throws him off, but Mateus will not care. He does what he does. It's a great first touch to settle it down, and he's falling. It's not an easy finish to put that by Villatello, and it's a great finish to keep his team in the game, and he's been very active in this first half, this first 16 minutes, so who else to score that goal? Well done to put this game tied up again.
Well, Bob Lilly will be irate with this team. There's 3 defenders back there. You had a missed header, and there's Bob Lilly on cue. A second player who had a chance to clear, and even Conardo Forbes, who's a steady Eddie, kind of fell asleep on the backside as well.
Yeah, you have to think it maybe took a deflection to throw the other 2 off, but you want to be able to.
Look at this back heel. It's on here for Alex Dixon in Pittsburgh. And a corner kick coming end-to-end seconds after the tying goal.
It's too much. I can't even get a train of thought across, but if you're Atlanta United too, you need to be able to cover this back line. They've been getting in too often and too easy because you have the likes of Dixon, you have the likes of Cicerone, Forbes, Griffin getting involved, playing the ball around you. So you know Coach Carlson wants his back line to be organized and compact to play against.
Conardo Forbes delivers the corner. Booming header off the post! Nearly there for Pittsburgh. That was Mikael Williams. And then it finds itself back in the box and it's hit over the bar.
Oh
Pittsburgh feels like they should have 4 or 5 already.
And it's a great ball in from Forbes. And if you're Williams, you do well to rise up, and it's so unlucky to hit that off the post, but it's a great header. You're taught when you head the ball to head it down because it makes it so hard for a goalkeeper to read it. And he's just so unlucky to get denied there by the woodwork.
Williams, 31-year-old from Trinidad. Would have been his first goal this season. He could fill a highlight package with these first 17 minutes alone. And now it spills. Atlanta with a chance to take the lead. Shot is blocked. Strange game. Defending sort of seems optional here in the first 17 minutes.
Yeah, it's a little disorganized, a bad giveaway there by Pittsburgh. So if you're both coaches, Coach Lilly and Coach Collison, you want your leaders in that back line, Williams, Kilwine, Wheat, Bauer, Washington for Atlanta, to kind of calm the team down, get those players in front of them, to be compact, to be organized, and play hard against, because there's no defending, essentially, in this first 18 minutes. It's just chance after chance after chance.
Very high line from Atlanta. Pittsburgh is offside. Atlanta 2 will restart. They're Josh Bauer. 15th start for him. An Atlanta United player on loan to Atlanta United 2. Here's Bryce Washington, also a homegrown player for Atlanta United, 22 years of age, his 13th start tonight. Fortune. Free kick. Bob Lilly displeased with that call. It's Jackson Conway earning the free kick. Kyle Wharton committed the foul, or Todd Wharton, excuse me. Haven't had a chance to mention Conway too much. It's his second start for Atlanta United 2, but he's well traveled in this league. Another chance here for Pittsburgh. A challenge on the edge of the box is waved off.
And that's the second time Williamson has gotten behind this Atlanta United team. You see what he's trying to do. He has Cicerone there and tries to play the ball across, but it just comes out unlucky. And if you're Atlanta United too, you have to be careful. You have to be cognizant of this back line. This Pittsburgh Riverhounds team is getting behind you far too easy and often. You cannot give this team with so much firepower any chance to breathe.
Booming header. Throw into Pittsburgh. It's Preston Kilwine, from a Red Bull 2 player in his 21st appearance of the season. Goal kick. It's a 4-game road trip Atlanta United is currently on. 7 points from its last 3 games. A 4-1 win at Sporting Kansas City 2 last weekend, a 2-2 draw against Oklahoma City, and a 6-2 win at home against Indy 11 on August 8th. It's a tough time for every team. A lot of schedule congestion right now. And Bob Lilly talked with us about that, about trying to rest some of his more senior players. But due to the schedule and trying to stay near the top of the division, he hasn't had that opportunity.
Yeah, it's hard for coaches now to be able to kind of prioritize development, recovery for players, and getting points at the same time. You're playing Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Sunday, sometimes three games in 12 days. It's super difficult and it's really hard on the body. But then that's when it comes to these players individually to recover and take care of their bodies and be a very good professional.
It all began with the 3-2 loss against Miami FC. That was one where I lost at home, planned that weekend to give some guys some rest against Charlotte, but after losing at home, he wanted to make up for it with the road game. Lost at Charlotte, so then came home midweek against Tampa Bay. And again, those guys that were probably a game or two overdue for a rest, they started again. Scoreless draw. Now a big interdivision matchup, another home game. He did not feel it was the time to rest some of the more senior players. So here we go again with the likes of Forbes and Cicerone and Dixon and Griffin and others starting.
And you know, he wants 3 points. This is a really important 3 points for his team to keep putting pressure on the Tampa Bay Rowdies and to get at the top of the Atlantic Division. And they're at home, so there's no better way to kickstart and get more points than being at home. And you know this team is really ready to fight for his team, for their coach and for each other, and to bring 3 points for the fans.
Great diagonal ball. The switch is on for Atlanta United 2. Caleb Wiley, the 16-year-old Atlanta United Academy player. Another switch headed down. And the hit from Conway, not the cleanest connection for the 19-year-old from Leeds, England.
And it's a really hard skill to do what he was trying to do. He has the capabilities to do it, but I would like to see him to take that down with his chest, settle the ball, and then have a clean strike, because you're going to need to have more power than that to beat Villatello from that distance. Good feet there.
Good defending. Now Atlanta, which had pushed numbers forward, has to get back. Advantage will be played. Good win from Cicerone. Here comes Pittsburgh. 6-on-5 in the attack with Alex Dixon. Dixon early ball. Nobody there for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and it's a good opportunity, but you know, Dixon will be disappointed with himself with that ball. He wants to put it across to give Williamson and Cicerone a chance on goal, but just hits it, and it goes out for a throw. And again, if you're Atlanta, you have to be careful for this counterattack. It's been about 4 or 5 times now in 25 minutes that this Pittsburgh team has gotten in behind you.
Far side throwing for Atlanta United 2. Aiden McFadden from Pennsylvania. A few homecomings for a few of these Atlanta United 2 players. He's from West Chester, Pennsylvania. Robbie Mertz played for Pittsburgh before signing with Atlanta United 2. Injured for a lot of this season, but now coming back to form here in the latter part of summer.
And you know he wants to come back into his old club and make a statement and have a big performance.
Great diagonal ball, chance here for Forbes. First touch got away from him and he couldn't get a shot on goal. A wonderful distribution from midfield all night from Pittsburgh.
And again, it's Atlanta United too. They get in behind again, but it's really well done. That last ditch defending there by Washington to deny Forbes on a really good goal scoring opportunity. And if you're Pittsburgh, you love to see it. You love to see Forbes getting in behind.
Luis Perez, 24-year-old from Paris, delivers. Acrobatic clearance that time from Mateus. Bit of a showman, Darwin Mateus. Here's Forbes. Low delivery, and there's a goal for Pittsburgh. Chance after chance, and this one put home. Tommy Williamson is 4th of the year. Riverhounds back in front.
And he's been so active in this first 26, 27 minutes, and it just rewards him. It's again, Atlanta United 2 unable to clear the lines, but this is why Kennard Forbes is the all-time leader in assists for the USL. He's able to have composure, calm himself down, pick his head up, and find Williamson there for it's not an easy finish to put that against the run of play, to put it against that near post corner. And it's a really well taken goal there. And that is what you want from your number 9, to score goals, to be in and around that 18-yard box. And he does just that. Well done. Well taken goal there.
Williamson played at Cal, was drafted by San Jose, number 12 overall in this year's draft. He's on loan to Pittsburgh. Great pickup for Bob Lilly and company. 4 goals, 2 assists in his 16th appearance tonight. Headed back centrally. Look at the high line from Atlanta United 2. I think this high line is inviting these balls over the top from the Pittsburgh midfield.
And that's what you see time and time again from this Pittsburgh.
Oh, that hurt. Dixon trying to switch it right into the face of Robbie Mertz. Got up very quickly. Tough midfielder, Robbie Mertz.
That's something you don't want to see, a ball straight to the face. You know it's unintentional, but it's good sign to see Robbie Mertz on his feet. He's just trying to play the ball across and just gets knocked straight in the face. You know that one hurts, but a competitor like Mertz, he seems to shake it off and hopefully he's okay.
Caleb Ward, the head of the athletic trainer for Atlanta United 2, is out to check on Mertz. He's from Pittsburgh, played for the Riverhounds. Now wearing the captain's armband for Atlanta United 2. His 16th appearance, 16th start of the season. A goal and 4 assists for Mertz. Patient here from Atlanta United 2. Johnny Fortune, Atlanta United Academy player from Marietta, makes his 9th start tonight. Corner kick. Buckle up.
And it's really well done there from Mateus to make that run deep into the corner. And it just seems like a innocent ball, and Wheat's able just to, he wants to be able to just shield the ball off, but it's really well done from your number 10 to have the energy, the work rate, to put his teammates first, to give that extra boost of energy and to get a corner.
From the opposite corner in the first 10 minutes, he tried to score from the near post. This one goes towards the spot. It's headed down. Still alive for Atlanta United 2. Back to Vitiello, who will clear.
And that was really well done there by Kilwine to be able to shield this man off and have the composure to not give up anything silly and just play the ball back.
No problem for Vitiello. Bernardo Forbes, 33 years of age, followed Bob Lilly from Rochester to Pittsburgh. 20th appearance this season for Forbes. Danny Griffin now. He's played all but 13 minutes this season for Pittsburgh. Tonight's his 21st straight start.
And he's the anchor for this Pittsburgh Riverhounds team. He's the player that makes it tick, to connect the back to the front. And he's a big part of this Coach Lilly squad. And to be able to have a player that you can depend on is really important, especially in the middle of the park. So you know Coach Lilly is very fortunate to have him on his squad.
Pittsburgh has 2 goals. They also had a penalty save. They had a header off the bar. There's another ball. Cicerone chops it. Cicerone still on his feet to his left. What a goal! Russell Cicerone, and it's 3-1 Riverhounds.
There goes that man again. Denied on the PK, but it does not matter. The confidence does not waver. And again, this high line from this Atlanta United 2 team. But the skill it takes to not cut back once, but twice, and to have the composure to find that far post. That is world class, and it's a well-taken goal. And that's why he's a dangerous player, and he is one of the best players in this USL. Do you see here? There's no defending that. Well done. 3-1, and well done, Russell Cicerone.
Atlanta United 2 is certainly gambling with that high line. They had the line right around the midfield stripe. Any ball over the top becomes a foot race.
And going back to it, it's a great ball there from Danny Griffin to be able to pick up his head and see the run for Cicerone. You can make runs, but if the ball is not there, they do not matter. And it is a perfect ball to find that run, and then Russell Cicerone does the rest, and it's a well-taken goal. And you know Coach Lilly has to be happy with those two connecting.
Russell Cicerone, he's up to 10 on the season. 10 goals, 4 assists, and 21 appearances. Well-traveled now in the USL Championship. The last couple of years with St. Louis. Before that, FC Cincinnati. Timbers 2. For a great college career at Buffalo. But even now, you know, you want to stick with your game model. That's what Atlanta United 2 is trying to do. But you can see these Pittsburgh midfielders just picking their head up and looking for the spots over the top.
And if you're Coach Collison, you have to be able to tell your team at halftime, or even now, these last couple minutes of this half, to stay a little deeper. You've gotten beat on the counter and caught in between. Bad giveaway here.
Another chance, hard challenge. Referee had a good view, looked clean. One of the goal scorers there, Tommy Williamson. Here's Williamson crossing from the left. Alive for Pittsburgh. Atlanta United 2 asked for a foul. To Pittsburgh throw it. 3 goals, a penalty saved, and a header off the post. Dixon first time. No nonsense clearance that time from a Johnny Fortune.
And this is when you look at Diop and Fortune to be in the middle of the field, of the park, to get the ball. Have that composure, connect some players. You've been under pressure, relieve that pressure from this Pittsburgh team to connect, make the ball move, get your confidence within the team. That's why they're that's why they're there in the middle of the park, to be kind of the catalyst for this team. So look for Coach Carlson to get on Diop and Fortune to be able to move the ball and get this Atlanta team to calm down and work themselves back into this game.
Second ball one. Jackson Conway. Conway, 7 appearances, 2 starts for Atlanta United this year. He scored against Nashville. A great breakthrough he had with the first team. It's been a long time coming for Jackson Conway, as we see Bob Lilly. But he started his pro career with Atlanta United too. His first pro season, 2019. And his first team debut last December in the CONCACAF Champions League. He scored the game-winning goal against Club America in the quarterfinal. Debut in the Champions League against one of the biggest clubs in this hemisphere, and he scored a goal, and now he's getting playing time with the first team and makes his second start of the year here tonight. He hasn't been on the ball too much. This man has. It's been a lot of Darwin Mateus as well here in the first half.
Yeah, him, Mertz, McFadden coming on that right.
Look at this from Mateus, nearly in.
They've been the players that have been for this Atlanta United 2 team the most active, the most prone to score, looking to get on the ball, to have confidence. So it's good signs from those, but you need more players. You want Conway to get on the ball, Chol to get on the ball, to give them service, to get them confident and get them going early and often, because they're going to be a big part of this Atlanta United 2 team if they want to have a chance.
Good ball, headed wide. Well-timed run from Jackson Conway, couldn't steer it on target. August is USL Supporters Month, and we want to hear from you. Visit uslchampionship.com/supporters-month for more information on how you can get involved and have a chance to be featured as the supporter of the week. Good atmosphere once again at Highmark Stadium. Gorgeous backdrop, one of the best you'll ever see on the banks of the Monongahela River on a Sunday evening in late August. Here's Forbes. Well-timed run, Dixon, low cross! Nearly there, it was touch, it'll be a corner kick. But Pittsburgh is absolutely flying here tonight.
Like you just said, one of the best views and one of the best teams in this USL, and they are putting on a show between Dixon and Forbes. That's a great ball there. Just unlucky to get that on target, but it's really good signs for Pittsburgh to keep on the attack and look for that 4th goal early in this game to kill this game off before halftime.
Now is Wharton late arriving for Pittsburgh. Forbes' corner, headed away. Clearing header from Josh Bauer. Louis Perez played at Central Florida, raised in Paris. His 16th appearance for Bob Lilly in Pittsburgh tonight. He'll throw it in. Excellent from Perez. Beats 2. Cicerone trying to turn. And away from Darwin Mateus.
Unlucky for that to come off, but it's really well done there by Perez to skip through a couple players with some fantastic skill. And you know what Cicerone is trying to do to get that ball on his deadly right foot. But it's really well done there by Bauer and Washington to clear the ball from a dangerous area for this Pittsburgh Riverhounds team.
The Riverhounds have added premium suites for 2021, exclusive and private suites with premium menu options. Check out the balcony that overlooks all the action and a majestic view of the Pittsburgh skyline. You can visit riverhounds.com or call the box office 412-865-GOAL for more information. So, former player, would you get extra amped up in an atmosphere like this?
Of course, you see the fans that are into it, and you have that beautiful river in the back. You see the yachts going on, passing by the skyline. This is a dream come true to play on this pitch, and you know the players are, when you walk out in here, they want to put on a show for the fans and get 3 points, especially at home.
40 minutes gone. So much has transpired here at Highmark. 2 goals from Russell Cicerone. That was after he had a penalty saved by Rocco Rios Novo. A potential Olympico goal from Darwin Mateus, called a no goal, which would have been a great save from Daniel Vitiello. Hard to say with the naked eye if he did keep it over the line. Kept in here by Williamson. Here's Dixon. You had a header off the bar from Mikael Williams off a Pittsburgh corner kick. Just been a showcase of the Pittsburgh offense tonight.
And if you're Coach Lilly, you have to be happy with that. You have to be happy with your attacking players to getting into dangerous areas and making this Atlanta United team pay. Scoring goals is what wins games, and that's what you want. And here's another ball in behind and a great run here.
It's on again for Pittsburgh. 3 in the box, low cross cleared. Vital touch that time. It had to be there from Bauer. If not, it's probably 4-1.
And it's really well defended there from Bauer. You can see he's peeking over his shoulder to see who's behind him.
Goal kick. That was Danny Griffin joining. From Connecticut, played at Providence College.
And these last 5 minutes are going to be super important for this Atlanta United 2 team to not concede and try to push and nick a goal before halftime. So, you know, Coach Carlson is willing his team. He's in the ear of the players to keep pushing and to not give up another goal, because if another goal goes in, it's a really steep hill to climb to be down 4-1 against this team like Pittsburgh.
Free kick, Atlanta United 2. They'll say play on. I think he was trying to earn a yellow card with that restart. Dixon does well. Diligent back tracking there from the attacker. How can Atlanta United maybe settle this game down a bit more?
You have to get Mateus on the ball. He's your magic player. He's been the one feeling it tonight.
Miscommunication that time as goalkeeper Vitiello came out and it was still headed away by Shane Wheat.
But going back to that, you need to get Mateus on the ball. He's the player that's been the most active, the most dangerous. He's your creative. He wears the number 10 for a reason. So look for him to get on the ball and to combine with Conway and Cole, who we have not said his name since that brilliant run in the first half. You want those players to get involved. So you know Coach Carlson is going to have words to say at halftime to keep willing his team, because they've proved they can score goals. So it's just a matter of being confident and taking that risk and having the magic to go at the players, to combine around this Pittsburgh back line.
Bauer across the back with Bryce Washington. Josh Bauer, Atlanta United player out of University of New Hampshire. Relentless from Darwin Mateus. Low cross, cleared.
And you can see there what Mateus is able to do to dribble by 4-3 of this Pittsburgh team. So you want him to keep doing that. But when he draws players in, he's able to dish it. So you want to see the runs coming off of him. And that's when you see the likes of Conway to be a little bit more active in and around that box. He's been a little bit quiet in this first half. But it's so hard to defend when you have a player like Mateus who draws in 2-3 players, because what that leaves open is space for other players to run into.
You can hear Bob Lilly shouting to his team there, read the play.
He's always coaching, isn't he?
Mateus drops into a pocket between the back line and the midfields. Pittsburgh not as ruthless in this counterattack.
And it's really well done there by Forbes and Kilwine to see there's nothing going forward, to not force anything and just move the ball around and keep the possession. That's not what you want if you're weak, to just boot it up, but it's okay to get rid of it and have the ball in your attacking half.
Jack Collison, you can hear, he wants to have his team push forward and not just coast into this halftime break.
And with that being said, once you're pushing forwards and you're creating that overload in the attacking half, you have to be careful with the counterattack that you've been caught on numerous of times. And it's a really well done half by Pittsburgh. And you know Coach Collison's going to get out his team to get a better response and get into another gear going forward.
2 goals from Russell Cicerone, one of the best attacking halves of the season for Pittsburgh Riverhounds. 2 from Cicerone, 1 from Tommy Williamson, and Pittsburgh in control on a gorgeous night in the city of Bridges. Halftime at Highmark Stadium, Pittsburgh 3, Atlanta United 2, 1.
The Riverhounds kick off September with another midweek matchup at Highmark Stadium. The New York Red Bull 2 are in town Wednesday, September 1st for a special 6 p.m. showdown. It's a Hounds night with special prices on beer, pop, and hot dogs through halftime. Come early and check out our new tailgate zone that's open 2 hours before kickoff through halftime. Visit riverhounds.com or talk to a ticket representative at 412-865-GOAL.
Hey, I'm Mike Rowe, here today to encourage you to connect with 811 before you dig.
And I'm Mike Rowe, and I'm here because I love to dig in the dirt.
It's true. He's also here because he's very small and not that bright.
Here, for instance, we can see Micro doing what he loves to do.
And here we can see the consequences of not doing what he should have done. Dude, why didn't you call 811?
I forgot the number.
See? Not that bright.
My name is Shay, and I have a condition that I take a medication that's made out of human plasma.
Hi, Shay. Welcome to BioLife. We take the generous gift of these donors in order to make these therapies. We make it safe, fast, and easy. you're compensated for your time while you're coming in and donating.
I just really wanted to thank you for your donation because y'all do change lives. Y'all really do. And I'm thankful for that.
Welcome back. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Highmark Stadium, and the home supporters very happy with what they've seen. Let's look back. Charlotte and Colorado Springs, 12th minute we begin.
Yeah, and Maru starts to play, but he keeps his run going into a dangerous area, and it's all about that unselfish pass there. It's one of the easiest goals he'll score in his career, but he'll take it. And if you're Colorado Springs, you have to be better defensively.
And 6 minutes later, back on the other side.
And who else? It's a really well done from Among to find the trailing run, and he hits it one time, but 19th goal of the year for Haji Berry. This man is on fire.
Then just 3 minutes later, Colorado Springs on the other end.
Again, it's this trailing run, but what about that first strike? You can't hit it any cleaner. You can see here the movement on this ball. There's nothing the keeper can do, and it's a really well done strike there from Lewis. Well done.
Now in the second half, Charlotte looking to equalize.
And this is what you want from your number 9, to hold the ball in, to tee up players. It's really well done there by Kelly. But then again, Palomino, a great finish. Just smack this ball on the side net, and there's nothing the keeper can do as well.
Well done from the Houston Dynamo Loney. Now in the 71st minute.
And it's a great ball for Parra. The keeper gets caught in no man, but you have to give credit to Parra to see that run first of all. And this is not an easy finish. With this angle, the composure to put that on target, well done.
High scoring game. 84th minute.
And it's great interplay here between Galeen and Berry, but it's all about that touch right there for me. He takes that touch. He's able to put it by 3 of the Charlotte Independents. We'll say again, 1, 2, and it's this big touch right here to skid by these couple defenders, and it's a well-taken finish to tie this game 3-3. Fireworks in this match.
None other than Christian Fuchs with his head looking at the ground after that. Gorgeous night in Pittsburgh. Just spectacular shots on this Sunday night to wrap up this USL Championship weekend. Halftime in Pittsburgh, Riverhounds 3, Atlanta United 2-1.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
City double their money, and how sweet the sound in Lynn Family Stadium.
Before you weren't able to walk very far.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. I couldn't even get out of bed sometimes.
How are you walking now?
I'm walking 6 miles a day.
Awesome.
Getting control back is living proof. The AHN Neuroscience Institute.
Have you heard about the new Tailgate Zone at Highmark Stadium? The Tailgate Zone is located just outside of the Highmark Stadium West Gate for all remaining 2021 home matches starting 2 hours before kickoff. You can hang out pregame through halftime of Hounds home games and enjoy local brews and drinks, local food trucks, and music as part of the match day festivities. Visit Riverhounds.com for more information or call 412-865-GOAL.
Sun setting in Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh Riverhounds leading Atlanta United 3-1. We look at news and notes from the USL Championship. Ricky Lopez-Espin, it's Supporters Month. For more info, uslchampionship.com/supporters-month. And a change in Orange County. Braden Cloutier parting ways with Orange County SC.
And that team is filled with talent. It's a really big change, but I know Coach Chaplow will do just fine with the talent that they have in OC. It's a star-studded squad.
And a man you know, Miami FC's Devin Speedy Williams, a brace Wednesday to earn the Clear Audio Player of the Week award.
And what a player he is. He's been nothing but tremendous for this Miami FC team, and you see he's the player of the week. When I'm looking at Robbie Mertz, a player we're seeing now, you want him to get more involved in the second half. Of course, Haji Berry's on that team, 19th goal of the year. I'm looking again at Nicky Law, Nick Hines, and it's a really star-studded squad for this team of the week here.
Very interesting. Philip Goodrum's on the list. He is not starting tonight for Atlanta United 2. He scored twice off the bench last Saturday. Might he come off the bench here tonight? Here's the upcoming schedule. Monday Night Football, Loading United in Tampa Bay, that's a big one, and then Austin and New Mexico tomorrow.
The game I'm circling is Oakland Roots and Phoenix Rising on Wednesday. Phoenix Rising the top of the division, but Oakland Roots have had good results so far, so look for them to come into that one with a bunch of confidence and give a great game to the Phoenix Rising.
The USL Championship on ESPN continues. September 7th, Hartford and Lou City. And then the following night on ESPN Deportes, Colorado Springs and Haji Berry hosting Real Monarchs.
And it's a great slew of games here, but the one I'm really excited about is Hartford and Charlotte. In this Atlantic Division, big tight playoff race, so look for a good game on the 30th.
Halftime in Pittsburgh, just spectacular sunset. Gorgeous evening. Fans treated to a great first 45 minutes. More coming up at halftime. Riverhounds leading 3-1.
Wow.
Wow. The new $3 million payout from the PA lottery. With prizes that big, heads will be turning. Keep on scratching.
The Riverhounds kick off September with another midweek matchup at Highmark Stadium. The New York Red Bull 2 are in town Wednesday, September 1st for a special 6 p.m. showdown. It's a Hounds night with special prices on beer, pop, and hot dogs through halftime. Come early and check out our new tailgate zone that's open 2 hours before kickoff through halftime. Visit Riverhounds.com or talk to a ticket representative at 412-865-GOAL.
Before you weren't able to walk very far.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. I couldn't even get out of bed sometimes.
How are you walking now?
I'm walking 6 miles a day.
Awesome.
Getting control back is living proof. The AHN Neuroscience Institute.
Have you heard about the new Tailgate Zone at Highmark Stadium? The Tailgate Zone is located just outside of the Highmark Stadium West Gate for all remaining 2021 home matches starting 2 hours before kickoff. You can hang out pregame through halftime of Hounds home games and enjoy local brews and drinks, local food trucks, and music as part of the match day festivities. Visit Riverhounds.com for more information or call 412-865-GOAL.
Welcome back, Matt Peterson with Ricky Lopez-Espin. One of the most entertaining 45 minutes of the season, in my opinion. Let's look back at these highlights, Ricky.
And it's been nonstop back and forth between these two teams. We get started in the second minute at the silly PK here from from McFadden. There's no need to really pull on Cicerone there. He's going away from goal, but you know that's always going to get called here. And you think Cicerone will finish it, but no. Rio knows he stands up big and keeps this game even. But it doesn't.
Look at this pass from Dixon.
It does not take long for Cicerone to get back on the score sheet. Does not seem like confidence is hit anywhere from that goal, but really well taken goal.
Then was this in or not from Mateus? We think yes, but maybe an argument from Vitiello that he kept it out.
Yeah, it was a really cheeky corner kick there from Mateus.
Atlanta United 2 kept pushing forward in the 15th minute. Nice work on the build-up from Mertz, and then the cross comes in, poorly dealt with by Pittsburgh. Nice finish falling to the ground from Darwin Mateus, his 5th of the year.
And it's really well taken goal from there. He's been lively in this first half.
And this corner kick, little back heel out from Mateus.
And it's all about this ball from Danny Griffin, just to find Forbes, and the composure he has to find Williamson on the top of the 6, wide open, and he takes a really well-taken goal to hit it one time, to go across the movement of the keeper. It's a great team goal from the Riverhounds there.
It was relentless from Pittsburgh. Look at that pass for Cicerone. One chop, another, and a second goal.
And it's just class. You cannot teach him. That's why he's one of the most dangerous players in this league. A well-taken goal there to get a second on the night.
Not shown, a header off the bar from Mikael Williams. It was awesome offensive soccer from Pittsburgh Riverhounds.
And what's really impressive is the stats. Possession to Atlanta 2, but goals win games. And Pittsburgh has 3 of them. Look for them to come out. And if you're Atlanta United, you need to come out really strong. You want to get into the attack, high press this team, get more goal scoring opportunities into the second half. And if you're Pittsburgh, you want to keep up the pressure and keep going. You want the likes of Cicerone and Dixon and Williams to get more involved, to score more goals, and you know they're hungry just to do that.
There is Russell Cicerone. 10 goals on the season, and he wants more. Look at him trying to get his team revved up for the second half.
And as a forward, you always want more. You know he's thinking about that hat trick. If he scored that PK, he'd be on it, so you know he wants that one back, and he's going to be hungry to get more goals, and Forbes is going to get more assists. The attackers are not going to let up, and that's what you want from a Coach Lilly's side, to keep going, to keep up the pressure on this young Atlanta United 2 team. And if you're Coach Collison, you want your team to settle in the second half, to really move the ball, work this Pittsburgh team left to right, and then find places where they can exploit. And you want Conway to get more involved. He's a player that has had success at the MLS level, and he needs to be able to bring that here into this USL Championship match, and it's a really important game for this Atlanta United team too.
Atlanta United 2 came in unbeaten in its last 3. Pittsburgh winless in 3, but the form has been reversed. And here we go in the second half. Atlanta United in the black and red, Pittsburgh in the white jerseys, and the somewhat ironic part of this, as a former player, you can attest to it. On paper, Atlanta United 2 was the more rested team. They haven't played since last weekend. Pittsburgh played midweek. Another chance, but the flag is up. But sometimes that team that's less rested, maybe mentally is more engaged, understanding there might be an underdog. And Bob Lilly was worried about this game. That's why he put out the team he did on short rest. But Pittsburgh has had the energy tonight.
And it's paying off for Coach Lilly and his decision. But going back to that, it's really hard when you come out of a routine. As a professional athlete, it's all about your routine. You're able to train 3-4 times a week. You know when you're going to go to sleep. You know when you have training sessions. So your body gets used to it. And when that is off, when you're a little bit more rested, it can actually play against you. You start to overthink. You start to think you have more time than you do. So you know Coach Collison is getting into his boys to have a better second half and a better showing here.
Atlanta United 2 trying to build out of its own end. And we see one change from Jack Collison. And Bradley Camden-Feo, native of Paris, age 27, comes in. And then the energetic substitute, Philip Goodrum, scored twice off the bench last week. He came on at halftime, scored twice against Sporting Kansas City 2 in a 4-1 away win. And Jack Collison and company will hope that Goodrum keep that form going as a halftime substitute.
And look for him to be active, to kind of springboard this Atlanta United 2 attack. And we see this one again. Like to see, ooh, it's a not ill will there, but you know that one hurts, and you hope Conway's okay because he's going to be play a big part in the second half. But going back to the subs, you want these guys to come on and to give energy to this team, to give a little bit of confidence. They have fresh legs to run around and be excited to get on the ball.
Ooh, hard after the fact from Goodrum. Fourth official right there, nothing really malicious in it.
And if you're Mateus, you have to be smarter than that. You cannot be trying to do tricks in your own half and give the ball away when you're trying to get back into this game. You do not want to give this Pittsburgh Riverhound team any more signs of life, because this team will make you pay, as you've seen so far.
Darwin Mateus seems to try to do something every time he touches the ball.
And you love the confidence, but you have to pick and choose the right time to be able to use your skill and be crafty. And that comes with learning. That comes with getting more experience.
Now some press from Atlanta United too. Simple clearance, good pressure from Cicerone. It's a deep Pittsburgh throw-in. Todd Wharton will take it. Perez keeps possession.
And you can just see the movement of this Pittsburgh Riverhounds attacking. Cicerone coming forward, running in behind. That's something you want to see from your attacking players, to be constantly moving. And that is a pain to defend. And that's something Coach Wiley has to be happy about to this team. That they're up 3-1, but they keep going and not let up on the pressure.
Good defending. That's Dixon tracking back. Had to get there ahead of Chol. Chol had a good chance. We sort of forgot about that. Remember his header that hit the crossbar in the first 5 minutes?
And you know he wants that one back, first of all, but he wants to get more involved in the second half and be a danger and start asking questions of this Pittsburgh back line, because he's a player that has the talent. We've seen it. He just needs to apply it, and here he is right here.
Chol. Homegrown player from Tucker, Georgia. Second start this month. Still seeking his first goal for Atlanta United 2 this season. Robbie Mertz, the Pittsburgh native, back in his hometown. Playing against his former team as well. Bauer. Rocco Rios Novo. The bright orange goalkeeper jersey. Played for Lanús before Atlanta United 2. He's an Atlanta United 2 player. Nice header. Goodrum. We'll pull it back. Goodrum. Nice layoff. Shot is blocked. Mertz back on the ball. Dangerous ball. Great goalkeeping. He came a long way to get there. The flag was up anyway. Daniel Vitiello at about 12 yards from his line to punch that away.
and it's really strong and confident goalkeeper. And that's what you want as a goalkeeper, to come out strong, to get rid of any danger. And you know that one hurts Joel. He doesn't mean it, but he just gets the short end of the stick just to get rocked in the face. But hopefully he's okay. But it's really good and strong goalkeeping there from Vitiello.
There's Pittsburgh trying to beat the press. That's excellent. From Tommy Williamson. It's led to Dixon on this side. Dixon, great turn. Dixon! Just past the near post. Full flight, edge of the box. Somehow he turned it. Clearly Atlanta United 2 thought there was a foul before.
And it's a ball over the top, and if you're Wiley, you just want to clear that. And Dixon, maybe he makes the wrong decision. You see Forbes there just for an easy ball across, but he decides to shoot. And you know he probably wants that one back to either play it across or put that on target and make Rios Novo make a save. But it's good signs for the Riverhounds, and if you're Atlanta, you have to be careful again with players running in behind.
For Atlanta United, as bad as it's gone, they're down 2 goals. There's a lot of time left. They're still in this game if they can get a goal back.
And you're going to look at opportunities like this. Dead ball, goal-scoring opportunities. You want Mateus, you want McFadden to put this ball in a dangerous area and to cause Vitiello a little bit of confusion and not to know whether he comes to the ball or stays in his goal. So look for these opportunities. And here we see another hard foul. And Griffin has been active since he came on. He's made a difference. Yeah, it's a tough challenge, and you know that one hurt, but I don't think there's any ill will there from Perez.
Luis Perez in the book for his challenge on Philip Goodrum. Free kick coming from Darwin Mateus here in the 55th minute.
And you're looking for a really dangerous service here to put that ball right between the penalty mark and that top of the 6-yard box, because it's a really important and dangerous opportunity here to get back into this game 1 goal at a time. And it starts with this right here.
Corner kick, last touch by Cicerone. Darwin Mateus, the 20-year-old from Venezuela, previously played with Zamora FC. With the corner, spilled, and a free kick. That time, Vitiello came out. The referee, John Freeman, thought he was fouled.
And Vitiello has been solid, strong in his challenges, not giving this Atlanta United 2 team anything easy. So it's really well done from the goalkeepers this far.
The Hounds head out on the road next week, but they're back at Highmark Stadium Wednesday, September 1st at 6 p.m. against Red Bull 2. You can visit riverhounds.com or call the box office at 412-865-GOAL. And don't forget about the new tailgate zone that opens 2 hours prior to kickoff. Riverhounds.com for tickets. Has anything changed for you watching Atlanta United 2 here in the second half?
They've been a little more compact on the defensive end. This Pittsburgh team, you know, in the first half, they was just a free-for-all running in behind. So you know Coach Collison was able to talk to his back line with the likes of Fiwo coming in now. He's puts a little bit of sense of security. So it's been a little bit better in controlling the firecrackers for this Pittsburgh team. And it's, you know, Coach Collison will be happy the first 10, 12 minutes into this second half, but he wants the attack to get a little bit more spark, to get more going and more confidence going forward for this team. And it's going to start with this man right there.
Wharton did not like that challenge from Goodrum. That's a good point. Camden Feo came off the bench. It's his 17th appearance. Brings a lot of experience to this group. He's 27. He's the oldest player signed to an Atlanta United 2 contract, so he's the elder statesman of the group.
That's crazy once you think about it, how young these players are for this Atlanta United 2 team. And the future is very bright for them, and you know that Coach Carlson has a lot of talent, but it's really tough, especially when you're a MLS affiliate. Here's a chance here.
Quality build up here. Left-footed strike did not come off. He would have loved to have scored in his hometown, but not that time for Robbie Mertz.
And you can see what he's trying to do, just cut that ball back and hit it with a left-footed, but he just gets away from him.
Bob Lilly goes to his bench. Luis Perez. This is a veteran move here from a head coach. Seeing the challenge, Perez just went in up 3-1, does not want to see a second yellow, so Perez comes off. Danny Rovira, the Colombian, will replace him.
And you do not want to end this game down a man, so it's a really well thought out move to move on Perez. And he was active, he was good, he had a very good shift in this game. He was able to get into dangerous spots, put in dangerous balls, so he should be happy with this team. It's just unlucky that he was able to pick up this yellow card.
And number 13, Tom Judge, replaces number 8, Connor Williamson.
Well, that was tremendous audio. You could hear Bob Lilly saying, you and Dix need to be balanced on the backside, referring to Alex Dixon.
Yeah, you do not want to get caught on the counter and give a silly goal that's easily preventable for this Atlanta United team. So you know Coach Lilly is always coaching, always on top of the game, and he does not want this Atlanta United team to get back in here.
That was a rash challenge inside the box. Really surprised no penalty was given. A Judge right in the game.
And it's just another ball over the top of Mertz. And Goodrum, he can see what he's trying to do. He puts his body in. He knows there's contact coming, and it's really unlucky not to get a PK call there. And I think Pittsburgh escaped another one. And your Judge, you have to be careful. You cannot be giving away silly challenges like that in your penalty box.
Tom Judge, the 22-year-old on loan from Nashville. That's a tough one for Atlanta United too.
They're gonna feel hard done by, because I think that was a PK coming in from the back of a player. But it's really clever there from Goodrum, because he sees the pressure's coming. He knows the contact's coming, so he just shifts himself. So maybe he's looking for it, but I think it's a PK at the end of the day.
Good first touch. Conway facing up. Jackson Conway for Atlanta United 2.
And this is better from Atlanta United to get in behind this Pittsburgh backline. They're able to string a couple passes. Good move here.
Great touch. Low cross. And a corner kick coming. Caleb Wiley pushing forward. One of the first times we've seen him go forward. He's the 16-year-old. He's an Atlanta United Academy player.
And it's all about that second touch, just to skip by his defender, to pick up his head, and to find an Atlanta United jersey. And it's really well defended there by Preston Kelwine to deny this Atlanta team.
Good cross, headed down and wide. Kept in by Atlanta United 2. Goodrum has it. Now Wiley tremendous experience for an academy player. He's 16. Tonight's his 17th start of the season.
It's really impressive, and that experience will help him just get better going forward. He's obviously has the talent, and this Atlanta United organization speaks very highly of him and thinks very highly of him. So look for him to be a future star, and he has all the talent to make it happen.
Bernardo Forbes.
Great ball there.
Rovira off the bench. 24-year-old Colombian started on Wednesday. Low cross. Cicerone on a hat trick, went with the header, couldn't steer it on target. An awkward hop for Cicerone, who has been so active tonight.
It's a great ball in, and it's an even better run from Cicerone to get across Bauer, to get to that near post. It just takes an awkward height, but you can see what he's trying to do. He's able to try to snap his neck to put that ball on target, but you know he's hungry to get his third of the night. He's been a menace all night and asking questions for this Atlanta United 2 team all night to their back line.
Judge will throw it in. Dixon. Good work from Dixon to get away from 2 and 3. Look at this build-up from Pittsburgh. Oh, the flag is up on Cicerone, but if that had fallen to Wharton, it would have been a wonderful team move.
What about that for a pass from Forbes? A little cheeky no-look around the corner ball. And that's why he has the most assists in the league. He's super smart, has vision. And Coach Wiley speaks super high of him, and he's a tremendous talent.
All the scoring in the first half. Russell Cicerone in the 4th minute. Tommy Williamson in the 26th. Cicerone again in the 31st. A penalty from Cicerone was saved by Rocco Rios Novo in the 2nd minute. And Darwin Mateus goal in the 15th minute. And before that, a potential goal not given, direct from the corner flag, called an Olympico. It was low, bending inside the near post. Daniel Vitiello, the goalkeeper for Pittsburgh, did his best. From our angle, really hard to say. It looked really close.
And this game has had literally everything in this first 65 minutes, and I'm hoping the last half of this second half will be just as exciting. And if you're Atlanta United too, you want to keep pushing forward, keeping up the pressure. You've got in behind this Pittsburgh Riverhounds back line quite successfully, so you want to keep on going, make those runs in behind. Here we go again.
That's good work from Rovira off the bench. It's the big target of Machop Chol. Wonderful from Dixon. Dixon has Cicerone to his left for Cicerone. It's a hat trick. Russell Cicerone again set up by Alex Dixon. 4-1 Riverhounds.
What a goal assist. Those two are the stars of this team, and that is for a reason. It starts with Alex Dixon, just the cleverness to put this around the defender and then have the composure to pick his head up, wait for the run for Cicerone, and to put the ball on a platter. And that's not an easy finish. Rios Novo does really well to close down the angle, but it's even better soccer there from Cicerone. And it's all about that run. He sees there's an opportunity. He makes a 30, 20-yard run into the box to get into a dangerous area. And when you have players like Alex Dixon, that's all you need as a forward. And he puts the ball on a platter, and it's a well-made goal from this Pittsburgh Riverhound team. Well done to put this game, I think, a little bit out of reach, but you know they want to keep on going and get more goals.
The change made after the goal. We'll see Cicerone getting a little hydration, it looks like. He will stay on. He's talking it over with Bob Lilly. Maybe saying, I want to stay in this game.
As a forward, you always want to stay. You always want to score more goals. You want to keep on going. And you know, he wanted the hat trick, and he got the hat trick. And that's why he is a force to be reckoned with. That's why he's one of the most dangerous players in this USL League.
Amadou Maki Diop, the 26-year-old for Senegal, has entered. The drop troll has come off. First touch there for Diop. How rare do you think it is, Ricky, for a player to miss a penalty and then go on to have a hat trick in the same game?
I don't think I've ever seen it, but it's a testament to Cicerone. As a forward, you thrive on confidence, and when you miss a PK, that's the biggest hit to your confidence, but you always want the next one. And 2-3 minutes later, he's able to get on the score sheet, and it's really well done from him because he needs to have his confidence high if this Pittsburgh team wants to reach the aspirations that they have, which is winning a championship. And he's going to be a very big part in that, and that's what you want from your striker. To be persistent and not say no and keep going and keep winning more goals, more opportunities. And look for him. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets another one here tonight. You know, he wants the next goal, and he's very hungry for it.
Easily handled by Vitiello. You watch this team play tonight, Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Hard to believe they'd go 2 games without a goal. It's soccer, it's a long season, there's injuries and that, but it's just still a bit surprising that it occurred. 2 very good teams, Tampa Bay at home, Charlotte away, but on the heels of a 6-game unbeaten run, 5 wins and a draw. Just a little short 2-game funk for Pittsburgh.
And it's really surprising because they have so much talent. The goals come from all over. Dixon was in great form. Cerrone here has a hat trick. Forbes is able to pull the strings and get those numbers of assists. Griffin is the engine of this team. They have so much firepower, but you know Coach Lilly is super happy the way that they came out and able to score 4 goals and maybe more going forward into this last half of the season. They're very, very explosive, this team is.
Some frustration there for Atlanta United too. And there's a hard challenge from Goodrum. He was just displeased with his teammate, took it out on an opponent. That's Goodrum. He just laid it in the path of Mateus. Mateus did not make the run, and he just got a booking for this challenge.
Yeah, it's a bit of frustration there from Goodrum. I mean, you don't want to get another silly yellow card and put your team out for more of a disadvantage. So you want them to keep your head in, but you know that's a little bit of frustration there.
Matias Benitez has entered. Abdoulaye Diop has departed. Or Jack Collison. And Atlanta United 2. Fernando Matias Benitez, 20-year-old from Rosario, Argentina. Before Atlanta United 2, played for the River Plate Reserves. And what a showing from Alex Dixon. 2 assists on the night. Now 7 assists on the season to go with 6 goals for the USL Championship veteran.
And what a game he's had. He was active, he was involved, he was creating. 2 assists in a big game that they needed him to step up, and he did just that. And that's why he's another one of the best players in this USL Championship. And he's going to be very happy with this shift there tonight. And Coach Wiley is a proud man and a happy coach to see one of his big players step up today.
Here's Goodrum putting in the work. Clearance from Wharton. Dangerous square ball.
And it's going to be really interesting to see, the longer this game goes on, what Coach Lilly does with his teammates. He talked about getting them rest. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot more changes coming from the head coach of the Riverhounds.
Well, I believe that was the conversation we saw with Russell Cicerone walking over to speak with Bob Lilly, saying, I want to stay in the game. And that's a tough decision for the manager because it's a long season, the playoffs ahead. Do you want to rest your player, maybe do what's in the best interest of him and the team, or do you want to let your informed player go for a 4th goal?
That's why he's the coach. That's a decision I'm not paid enough to make. But if I was thinking, I would say I would take him out. You do not want to risk maybe a silly injury or more heavy legs. He has 3 goals tonight. You know you want him to keep on going to score a 4th. But in the long term, I think it's probably smarter to rest him because it's a longer season. You have a lot more games coming up, and they're going to need him down the stretch.
Good turn and hit. Vitiello has it. Jackson Conway with his shot from distance. Riverhounds fans, mini flex plans are 6 undated vouchers to use any way you want over the 2021 season to catch the Hounds in action. Use them all for one game or spread them out through the season. On sale now, and plans start at just $90. Call the box office 412-865-GOAL. Well, speaking of the fixture congestion experienced by all the USL Championship teams right now, it stays busy for Pittsburgh. They play next Saturday, so a bit of a break.
It was a good look there from Mateus.
And then Wednesday, Red Bull 2 at home. And then at San Antonio, the 4th. But beginning with September 4th on that Labor Day weekend, Bob Lilly's group will not play another midweek game for the remainder of the season. They'll go weekend by weekend all the way through October 30th. So if he can make it through this busy part with so many midweeks with a healthy squad intact, he'd be very pleased.
And it's tough for both teams too when you're playing weekend and weekday. But you know, Coach Lee will be happy to only play once a week to get his players rested and have a normal training schedule where you can train 4-3 times a week and get in that routine.
This is the 2nd game of a 4-game road trip for Atlanta United 2. They go to Tulsa next weekend. The following weekend at Indy 11. They beat at home 6-2 just 2 games ago. Appeals for a foul not given. Frustration boiling over for Atlanta United 2. Here's a yellow card shown. Been a really physical game, and to be frank, John Freeman must be careful these final 15 minutes with Atlanta United 2, a proud team, down 4-1 in a really physical game. This game's on an edge right now.
Yeah, I think this is just a bit of frustration. There was shouts for a foul before this, but you see Bauer just comes in late, and Cicerone, and that's just frustration. And as a player that has a little bit more experience than his teammates, you want him to keep his head there and not pick up a yellow card.
United 2 is displeased. They thought Fernando Matias Benitez was fouled. John Freeman let play continue. Then Bauer, maybe a little retaliation there. He's from New Hampshire, went to University of New Hampshire, signed by Atlanta United. 15th start for Bauer.
And I thought Benitez got fouled as well. And you can see the retaliation there from Bauer, but that's just frustration. They've had a rough night, but there's still 14 minutes left to take a positive out this game. So you know Coach Collison's going to look at his players, Mateus, to keep pushing his team forward and get another goal and get something positive, a message positive that the game is never over, and to try to get back into this game one goal at a time. And it's a big ask for a young player and young players that he has on his squad. And it's a really good test that can essentially help them going down the stretch of the season.
Good work from Velarde to get on the end of that. Wharton, good footwork through traffic. Pittsburgh looking for a 5th. Nice ball. First time cross. Maybe a handball. The assistant on the far side had the closest view. John Freeman in the middle did not see it.
It's a really well worked play there from the Riverhounds, but for me, I think it is a handball. I think the ball just comes up and hits him in the hand. Not intentional, but I think his hand was not in a natural position, and that's a PK for me. But fortunately, the ref didn't call it. Sees it different than I did. And you know the Pittsburgh Riverhounds they'll feel hard done by.
Yeah, one of those where he probably didn't see it, because typically when it's a borderline call, the ref is going to wave it off or touch the chest or the stomach or where it's hit other than the arm. But when they don't show anything, typically it's an admission. I didn't see it. I'm human. I'm watching a lot over 90 minutes. Connor Stanley will check in.
Substitution number 11, Connor Stanley.
That's it for Jackson Conway. His second start this season. Go with 7 appearances for Atlanta United, the first team. Stanley makes his 19th appearance for Jack Collison in Atlanta United 2. He's from Redditch, England, came out of the Manchester United Academy. He's an Atlanta United 2 player.
Yeah, and it was a rough night for Conway. He didn't get the service he wanted, was not able to get into the game as much as he wanted, or Coach Collison wanted him to be. But let's see if Stanley is able to make an impact in these last 11 plus minutes.
Ricky, I mentioned the schedule for Pittsburgh. It's a lot different for Atlanta United to the rest of the way. Not to mention the 4-city road trip, but they have a few Wednesday, Saturdays, plus a few 11-day breaks to go around with that, because it's too far for a good run. For example, after tonight, they go to Tulsa next weekend, then Indy 11, so it's weekend, then 11 days off. They host Charleston mid-September. 3 days later, Tampa Bay comes to town. Another weekend game 4 days later, then at RGV midweek. Then Lou City on the weekend, and at Indy 11 midweek. And then another 11-day break before a visit to Sporting Kansas City 2. Then another short turnaround with Memphis. And another short turnaround, FC Tulsa 4 days later. So 2 teams, different divisions, but very different schedule breakdown over the final few months.
And it's really tough. And Coach Collison and his staff, you know, they're looking at the schedule and they're marking days that they have to give off for recovery, travel time. And it's going to be really interesting to see how the players' load differ.
Late foul, and you can see the difference from John Freeman now. He's looking for anything off the ball. Quick whistle that time. Assistant coach saying, let's stay disciplined, no red cards.
Yeah, you can't give up another silly foul with someone that's on a yellow card. If you're Bauer, a Goodrum, you do not want to pick up another yellow and be suspended for the next match. And it's a learning process for a young squad like Atlanta United too. They can play, they can score goals. We've seen that. But this game challenges them in a different way. So look for Coach Carlson to take some positives out of this way, because this Pittsburgh Riverhound team is one of the best teams in this league.
Heavy touch. Last thought on that schedule difference. It's a lot different for Atlanta United too. They have the luxury of having Atlanta United players they can take on loan, academy players. They've used a total of 36 players this season. 32 field players, 4 goalkeepers. So a tight schedule is almost a blessing for their group. This gives more opportunity for some players to get playing time. Cicerone already 3 goals to his name tonight. Trying to feed it through that time for Velarde, and it's a throw-in for Pittsburgh.
And it's a blessing in disguise when you have an MLS team you're able to work with, in the sense that you have fresh players coming in every day and every week in training, in games, but also it's really tough because you don't know who's going to be in the starting 11 every single week. You have players coming in from the first team that need games, that need to get into rhythm, and the familiarity might not be there. So it's really hard to manage a team that's the number 2 team.
It's an ovation for Cicerone as Forbes comes off as well. Finally, Bob Lilly shows he's the boss. He allows his star to go 83 minutes. Cicerone waves to the crowd. It's his first hat trick in USL Championship League play. Congratulations. What a showing from Russell Cicerone. Goals 9, 10, and 11 on the season.
And what a shift he had in this game. That's what you want as your striker, to score goals. That's what you get paid, and he did just that. So, you know, Coach Lilly is a very happy man with him. And Forbes had a tremendous game as well. He was active, he was getting on the ball, he was confident in his play, connecting players. So it's really well done by those two.
Danny Rivera in the book. Throw in deep for Pittsburgh. Offside position. Restart coming for Atlanta United too. Good turn. Good defending as well. That's Griffin. All but 13 minutes this season. And it's somewhat telling from Bob Lilly, the guy who's played the most minutes this year. Danny Griffin still on the field in the 85th minute. Hard challenge that time from Tom Judge. Perhaps because Lilly thinks he doesn't need the rest, or perhaps he wants him in there to kind of keep control of this game.
And you know he has tremendous fitness as a center mid. He needs to, so I'm guessing he's very fit. And Coach Lilly has a lot of trust in his number 12, the center midfielder that is the engine for this team. And these last 6 minutes of this team, I want to see Atlanta United to get on the ball, to have a bit of confidence. You're down 4-1, so go for it. Push up. Keep playing, play with freedom. You have nothing to lose at this point. Put numbers forward, try to get a goal. And try to get something positive out of this last 5-6 minutes here.
And another point, Griffin's 23 years old. He can handle playing nearly every minute. A bit different than the likes of Cicerone and Dixon and some of the older players who have more miles on their legs from prior USL Championship seasons.
And Coach Lilly's a very experienced coach, so you know he knows when his players are getting pushed too much or what they can handle. So, and it shows the testament, the trust that he has with Griffin to be able to keep him in a game and play eventually almost every single minute of the season so far.
That's good work up this left side once again. Nifty touch, but solid defending just to usher it out. There's that danger man again. Caleb Wiley, the 16-year-old in his 17th start as an academy player. Dangerous up that left side for Atlanta United too.
And he's been active in the second half. He's been getting around the corners, putting good balls in, very sound defensively. So it's a bright spot for this Atlanta United 2 team as your outside back Wiley's able to get up and down that flank, and it's the same with McFadden. He has a lot of stats. He has 6 goals this year, so it's a very promising time for this Atlanta United organization to have 2 outside backs, very young in age, but are able to produce and do well in this USL Championship.
Josh Bauer. Bradley Camden-Maffeo. Late challenge. Yellow card shown. And he's frustrated because he thought he was fouled earlier. It's Fernando Matias Benitez, the 20-year-old Argentine in the book.
Yeah, yellow card aside, I think he's been active since he came on. He's been wanting to get on the ball. He's been the one player, him and Goodrun, since they came on the field for the second half, to not shy away from the challenge, to keep pushing this team forward, to keep getting on the ball, be confident. And this is a yellow card out of frustration because it's been a really tough night for these young players of Atlanta.
Nice work to keep it in by Judge. Benitez in the passing lane. Good skill. Mateus went down. John Freeman, the referee, says play on. Pittsburgh will. Corner kick. Bradley Camden-Maffeo conceding the corner. Good work to deny the cross. Anthony Velarde will take this corner. Each side with 12 shots. Pittsburgh 5 shots on target and 4 goals.
Efficiency at its finest there.
Bradley Camden-Maffeo. Wiley. 5 minutes will be added on at the end of the second half.
There will be a minimum of 5 minutes.
Josh Bauer now for Atlanta United 2. I like Goodrum. He's not giving up. Down 4-1. He's going to put the ball on the spot. He's playing till the end.
And that's what is going to catch the eye of Coach Collison, that they want him in the 11. He's putting up a case. He's not stopping. They're down 4-1. There's 5 minutes left, but you do not see the effort does not waver. He keeps going. And it's really good signs, and that's what you want from a player that's young, to be able to deal with adversity. When something is not going your way, you don't give up. You're able to put your head down and work. So it's really good sight to see for Goodrum there.
Played at UNC Wilmington, is from Nashville. Good numbers, 8 goals, 4 assists. Tonight's his 21st appearance. There he is, unable to settle it. Oh, good ball towards the corner. Feo just stood his ground. Got into the path. of Wyatt Borso, the 17-year-old, a youngster for this Pittsburgh team. Borso 17, he came out of the Chicago Fire Academy. Connor Stanley, the 19-year-old.
There's a lot of young, promising talent out in this field. It makes you very excited for both of these teams.
Tough return home for Robbie Mertz, the Pittsburgh native, former Riverhound player. Free kick coming to Atlanta United 2. Another yellow card will be shown here. That's Todd Wharton pleading his case.
Yellow card issued to Riverhounds number 14, Todd Wharton.
So much experience for Bob Lilly in how to talk to the referees. Now age 55, New Jersey native. Played indoor in Pittsburgh with the Pittsburgh Singers. Harrisburg before that, and Hershey. His coaching career. About a decade in Rochester, with Pittsburgh since 2018. Stops in Montreal, Vancouver, Detroit, and Hershey before that as a manager.
And you can tell he's unhappy with Wharton picking up a yellow card, because at the end of the season, those yellow cards accumulate, and you do not want a player to be able to get one that it's not needed in future to be able to sit out a game from yellow card accumulation. That's something that you can tell he's very passionate about, and he does. And the standards are so high for this Pittsburgh Riverhound team, and they're up 4-1. You can tell that he's still not happy with something so small picking up a yellow card.
And that's Wharton's 4th of the season. After 5, it's a 1-game suspension in the USL Championship. First USL Championship in league play for Russell Cicerone. The 4th from Tommy Williamson. Lone goal from Darwin Mateus. Free-flowing, beautiful soccer from Pittsburgh, especially in the first half. Really going over the top to beat the Atlanta United 2 high line. Dangerous line the entire first half. Risky play from Atlanta United 2, clearly by design, part of their game model. And tonight it just did not work out.
And it was always a big ask for them to come into Pittsburgh and play against one of the top teams in the league. But the second half has been positive for Pittsburgh. They've been able to contain They've been able to contain this Pittsburgh attack. They've been able to get some chances, make runs in behind. So Coach Collison has something to grow on, and his team is able to look back and say, maybe it was a bad. There's a chance there from Feyu. He's been very good since he came on.
Last play of the night is that header from Bradley Camden Feyu. Quality delivery, couldn't steer it on target, and Bob Lilly will shake hands with his counterpart tonight, Jack Collison. What a showing for Pittsburgh. The Riverhounds snap their 3-game winless run and their 2-game scoreless funk, and a first USL Championship hat trick for Russell Cicerone. We will wrap it up after this. Full time, Pittsburgh 4, Atlanta 1.
The Riverhounds kick off September with another midweek matchup at Highmark Stadium. The New York Red Bull 2 are in town Wednesday, September 1st for a special 6 p.m. showdown. It's a Hounds night with special prices on beer, pop, and hot dogs through halftime. Come early and check out our new tailgate zone that's open 2 hours before kickoff through halftime. Visit riverhounds.com or talk to a ticket representative at 412-865-GOAL. Pleasant Valley Golf Club, nestled in the Laurel Highlands of southwestern Pennsylvania, is now open to the public. Enjoy 18 holes of championship golf with a new island green and fully stocked pro shop. Our clubhouse features a large ballroom for weddings or private parties, 2 restaurants serving delicious food, a sports bar, 2 state-of-the-art golf simulators, and an outdoor patio with gas fire pit and picturesque view. Pleasant Valley Golf Club, now open to the public.
Dixon still going and scoring!
With the Riverhounds Mini Flex Plan, you get 6 tickets and only pay for 5. Flex plans are 6 vouchers to use any way you want over the 2021 season. Use them all for one game or spread them out through the season. With 3 different plans starting at $90, you can choose anywhere in Highmark Stadium to cheer on the Hounds. Visit riverhounds.com/flexbooks or call 412-865-GOAL.
There's the hat trick hero, Russell Cicerone, his first in the USL Championship in league play. Matt Peterson with Ricky Lopez Espin, and what a night we had for attacking soccer beginning in the 2nd minute.
The first half was full of action, and here you see a silly PK given up there by McFadden. No need to grab him. He's going away from the goal. But you think Russell Cicerone's going to put in the back of the net? But Rios Novas is there to save the day for his team.
Penalty stop, and then this ball from Alex Dixon.
And he was tremendous all night. Pass and goal scorer. You love to see those two connect, and that's something that Coach Ellie really loves to see, and it's a really well-taken finish there.
Back spinning in the path of Cicerone. He didn't have to take a touch. And then Atlanta United 2 would fight back. This cross from McFadden, not dealt with well by Pittsburgh.
And it's really opportunistic there from Mateus just to get on the end of it, and it's not an easy finish while he's following down.
5th goal for Mateus. And a corner kick for Pittsburgh. Halfway clear.
And it's just brilliant vision here to clip the ball over the top. But it's even better here from Forbes to have the composure, pick out his striker who is a menace all night. And it's a really well-taken goal there from Williamson just to hit it one time into that near post. Well done.
4th goal from Williamson on loan from San Jose Earthquakes.
And then again, it's been the runs all night. And Cicerone, this is just class. 1 chop, whoops, 2 chops. And to put that in the far corner, it is tremendous. And that is why he is one of the top players in this league. Great goal there for him.
Another great ball from Griffin, who set up the 2 middle goals. 66th minute, bad spot for a turnover. Into the path of Dixon. Watch this from Dixon.
And it's just skill, class, composure. And it's a great run from Cicerone to come in from deep. But Dixon is able to pick up his head and put this ball on a platter. And it's well done for Pittsburgh. Those two were unbelievable tonight.
Griffin started that break. Cicerone finished it. What a night we had. Highmark Stadium in Pittsburgh on a spectacular summer night. And the home fans rewarded with the hat trick from Russell Cicerone. For Ricky Lopez Espin, Jackie O'Mara, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Peterson saying so long. A hat trick for Russell Cicerone, and this one ends Pittsburgh 4, Atlanta 1.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.